And welcome back to the Lake District, and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching again. Today we're in the beautiful village of Glenridding.
That's it.
Well, we've just come through Glenridding, and today the walk we're doing is Sheffield Pike, Heron Pike, and then Glenridding Dodd.
That's it.
So we're doing this walk for a few reasons. One, because we've never done it before.
Yeah.
Two, because they're shutting the Kirkstone Pass for quite a while, aren't they?
End of March, whatever
it is, so we're going to kind of not be able to come up here for a while. And three, we should have done it last week.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
But I had man flu.
You did.
And then Sue had lady flu. So we weren't at our best, and it was all clagged in. So anyway, we kind of skipped this walk last week, so we're doing it this week. And the walk today has been made even more special.
I know.
Because we don't just have one special guest.
I know.
We have two special guests. First special guest is Lucy. Say hello, Lucy. And the other special guest is Lucy's best mate, Ginny. So yeah, so come along with us, see what we get up to. It's going to be a great day. Hopefully we're going to get some good views from Glenridding and Glenridding Dodd and Sheffield Pike and all that. So yeah, come along with us and just see what we get up to. We'll catch up with you in a minute when there's something interesting to show you. Okay, so we've come through Glenridding. We haven't parked in the National Trust car park in Glenridding because it's kind of a little bit too far. We're coming kind of this side of Glenridding, yeah, through the village. So we've come through the village, and because it is very quiet today, and it's well, 1st to 2nd of March, there's not many people about. So we've been able to park up on one of the lay-bys at the side of the road there. I would imagine in high season you'd be struggling to get parked on there. But it's get handy to park there. We've headed down the road a little bit, about what, 200 yards.
Yeah.
Took a left up through some woods, which I thought was a nice gentle walk through some nice woods, just to, you know, to start us off on this walk. It ended up a little bit of a stubborn hill, should we say, back onto this path. Now back on this path now, which is going to take us round to some cottages called Seldom Seen.
Okay.
So yeah. And then that'll take us up to our next port of call. So I'll catch up then. See you in a minute. Okay, so we've just come up the track there, come to Seldom Seen Cottages. Apparently these cottages were built years ago for the Greenside lead mine, and they were built for the workers that worked in the lead mine years ago. Why are they called Seldom Seen?
Pretty much explanatory.
Well, possibly they're that far down the glen that people hardly ever saw them, so they said, oh, them cottages that are seldom seen.
Maybe.
Who knows? Anyway, these are Seldom Seen cottages here. Look very bonny, don't they?
Yeah, they do actually.
I don't know if they're holiday lets or what, but they're nice. So yeah, so we'll carry on up here now, and you can see the cottages there behind me. Carrying up with this path and see where it takes us. Yeah. Let's go. So we've come past Seldom Seen Cottages now and just followed this stone wall up here, heading out towards the open fell. And this is Glencoin Woods, and you can see all the damage that the storms did. When was that? Was it?
It was January last year, wasn't it?
January last year, yeah. And obviously all the trees that have fallen over here are incredible. So yeah, so we're at Glencoin Woods now. We're going to head up Glencoin up into the open fell and then kind of turn a left and back up onto Sheffield Pike. So how's it so far, guys?
Okay.
What are you thinking?
It's all right.
All right, so far so good. I do have to say that Lucy's been in the gym.
I know.
We haven't been in the gym. We've been at home at Christmas eating turkey and mince pies and all sorts of stuff like that.
I can tell.
And she's leaving us for dead today, isn't she?
Yep.
So we'll have to put some more weight in her bag just to slow her down a bit.
Got to get rid of my coffees.
Yeah, that's when we need to get rid of the coffee, don't we? Okay, onwards and upwards, guys. We've just come through Glencoin Woods here and just kind of look back, which I think is important to do when you're walking, doing these walks, is always look back, because sometimes you don't see the views that you should do. And look at that for our first view of Ullswater. I'm sure they're going to get better, but look at that. Just absolutely fantastic. Great picture, that. Remember that thing last year on Ullswater, where the geese were going missing, weren't they? Being pulled underneath the water, weren't they?
Yeah, it was on the news.
Did it ever say what it was or not?
No, I don't think so.
Because there was all sorts of rumours going about that it was a Loch Ness monster and pike and things like that. But we thought it was an otter. But I don't know if it's ever been resolved.
No, I can't ever.
If anybody knows what was dragging the geese underneath the water on Ullswater, just drop a comment because we're dying to know. Thank you. Tell you what, love.
Yeah.
Glad I'm not doing Sheffield Pike today.
I think we need to build a bit of fitness up.
You're not joking. So what happens since it's been out though?
It takes a while.
My God, does it take its toll, eh?
Yeah.
It's only a pimple of a hill, this, apparently.
Is it really?
Well, Lucy's not bothered. She's like, off, isn't she?
Scampering up there.
So then mince pies,
It's like sherry trifle.
sherry trifle at Christmas, now isn't such a good idea, is it?
Good at the time.
At the time. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to work it off.
We are.
What do you say?
Yeah.
Come on then. This is the enthusiasm then.
Yeah, we're not really spending.
No, come on, let's go. We've just come past Glencoin Woods there on our left, coming up Glencoin here and Glencoin Beck at the bottom there. Just come through a stone wall with a nice gate in it. We're just kind of heading up to the open fell now. And our next stop is it's a place called Nick Head. Nick Head.
Yeah.
Okay, Nick Head.
Yep, remember that.
So yeah, so we're on our way to Nick Head. And then I think we'll turn a left then, do a loose up to Sheffield Pike then. Cool, so all in all, so far it's pretty cool, isn't it?
It is, it's lovely.
Got some really nice views over there, over Ullswater, Place Fell and beyond there.
It is a lovely day as well.
It is a lovely day too, so yeah, onwards and upwards. So again, we're doing another little piece to the camera without Lucy because she's steaming right ahead. But Lucy has kind of called out from 3 miles in front that we're just approaching Nick Head. Nick Head. I know what you're thinking, now stop it. Nick Head, and also that this down here is called the Nick. What was that, Lucy, again? Yeah, okay, yeah, so this is the Nick. So we better carry on because we're lagging behind.
We better. Seriously.
Yeah. So come on, let's
Keep
go.
going.
See what that is? Sweat. That's sweat. After trying to keep up with Lucy. Oh, you're here! Oh, you're here! Well done. Okay, let's get to Nick Head, eh? Okay, so we've come to the top of Nick Head now. Yes, the world famous Nick Head. And you can see the Greenside mines. You can see the big holes in the hills behind me there that was caused from the collapse of the mine underneath it. And then down here we've got Stick Pass coming down here, and then Helvellyn in the background with Catsicam there in the Clag as well. And I think that's Rays and Whiteside behind it. So yeah, so we're going to hang a left now, aren't we? And up onto our first summit of the day.
It is.
Which is Sheffield Pike.
Yeah.
So yeah, all well and good so far.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, girls?
Yeah, good.
Excellent.
No,
right.
No snow now.
No, there's not, a little bit low, aren't we? But there's plenty of snow up there on Helvellyn. There is still plenty of snow up there. So yeah, we'll go see what it's like at the top of Sheffield Pike. Catch up in a minute. Sheffield Pike, trying to dodge all these bogs that are in the way. But anyway, up on Sheffield Pike there, reading Wainwright's book, he said that even on a really nice day in August, it's a dismal and cheerless place.
Really?
Yeah, even on the nicest day, so God knows what it's going to be like today. It's not bad weather, but I'm sure a lot better in August, and the Heron Pike and Glenridding Dodd are far better places.
Okay.
So we'll go and see if he's right.
Yep.
He's never been wrong.
No, he's not.
But I'll tell you what I was right about. these bogs and peat hags that are around here to get to the place. Okay, let's go and see what they're like. Okay, so I'll just give you a quick 360 from the top of Sheffield Pike. I'll put tabs and labels of all the peaks that you can see while I pan round, but the sunlight down there just looks fantastic. Now you can see it proper in this camera, but especially over onto St Sunday Crag over there, just looks amazing. And then coming around to Burkhouse Moor there, and Catsicam with a beautiful snow cap on it. You can just see Striding Edge there in the cloud, and coming round here onto Whiteside and Rays there, and then down Stick Pass, and then coming round to Glencoin Head and the Brown Hills. So that's kind of the 360 from Sheffield Pike. So I hope you'll agree that I think old Alfred did a bit of a disservice to the old chap. So okay, on to Heron Pike. Okay, so we've just dropped down now off Sheffield Pike, heading on our way to Heron Pike, which Heron Pike, incidentally, is exactly the same height. This Heron Pike is exactly the same height as the Heron Pike on the Fairfield Horseshoe. Yeah. You'll sleep tonight knowing that now, won't you? So yeah, that's weirdly enough that the two Heron Pikes are exactly the same height. I don't know if it was supposed to be like that, but they are. So yeah, so it's not far now, I don't think. Just drop them down a little bit and then climb up a little bit, and then we'll soon be there. So we'll catch you when we get there. Happy? Okay, so we've just come down off Sheffield Pike behind us there and followed the footpath towards Heron Pike that's kind of over there somewhere. And along the way we've seen a few signs of grouse. Now obviously we've got Lucy with us today, and Lucy's doing a course at university on upland ecology and conservation and that, and she's been pointing out a few signs to us that there are grouse around here. Now I've never seen a grouse in the Lake District ever.
No, I've not.
Seen loads up in Scotland but never in the Lake District, so it is encouraging to know that there are a few grouse up here. And then we've come across this on the float, and Lucy's going to describe exactly what this is. To us mere mortals, it's grouse poo. Okay, but Lucy's going to tell us a little bit more because she's just told us, and it's quite interesting. So, Lucy.
This is a roosting site that a grouse will have been here probably last night because it's fresh. So they'll have roosted here, slept over here overnight, and then they'll wake up in the morning, deposit this first lighter poo, which is the fecal matter, which is all your heather or whatever. Mm-hmm. Then they produce this chocolate mousse stuff called cecal.
Chocolate mousse?
Don't try it.
Okay.
It even proven
so that comes out second, and then there's a grouse feather. Wow, look at that.
So they're definitely here.
Yeah, so if you see that and wonder what it is at this part of the lakes, now you know that it's grouse poo, and it's both grouse poo. It's not a grouse poo and fox poo. Gin, don't. Thank you. So there you go. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, we might see a grouse today, and if we do, we'll try and get it on camera. But yeah, so come on guys, on to Heron Pike. Okay guys, here we are, Heron Pike. It's not a million miles, is it, from Sheffield Pike at all? Yeah, it is nice here. Again, I think we're not doing that bit of a disservice, but here we are, Heron Pike. You've got great views down there of Glenridding, Ullswater. You can almost see the full length of Ullswater. You will be able to when you get on Glenridding Dodd. But then you've got a great view there of Catsicam and Helvellyn behind there, and St Sunday Crag on that side and Fairfield. So yeah, some great views from up here. What do you think, Gin? Are you enjoying yourself today? I think so too, and Lucy's given her a proper lesson in grouse poo, so that's really good, and hopefully we'll see some grouse, but we're not going to keep our fingers crossed. No. So, okay, drop down now onto Glenridding Dodd. Oh, should we have some sandwiches here? Sandwiches here then. Okay, then we'll go down to Glenridding Dodd. Right, catch up in a minute. Okay, so we've just kind of dropped down off Heron Pike a little bit. You'll notice there's some like iron markers all the way along here. And they're like this. So you've got H on one side there, and on the other side there's an M. Now apparently what these are, they're estate markers. So you've got the Howard estate of Greystoke on one side and the Marshall estate of Patterdale on the other. So at one time, obviously 1912, because that's what it says on it. So if you see these markers up and down, and I think there is a stone on top of Sheffield Pike as well with the boundary marker up there as well. So yeah, so it's Howard estate of Greystoke, and on that side is the Marshall estate of Patterdale. So at one time, one side would have been the other. So if you're wondering what them are, there you go. Okay, so we're just heading down off Heron Pike, making our way over to Glenridding Dodd there. It's quite steep, that path coming down, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
As you can see there how steep it is. And it's quite like muddy and slippy in places, so if you're coming down there, just be careful. But anyway, just before we set off to come down, we did see a brace of grouse.
We did?
The first brace of grouse I've ever seen in the Lake District. In fact, obviously we've never done this walk, so they might have been here for ages, but anyway, we saw a brace of grouse. Gin spotted them first and pointed them out to us, and the cameraman was way too slow to get them actually on camera. So all the way along, I've been kind of like a cowboy at a shootout with a camera waiting for a grouse to pop up so I can get it on film. If I can't, I'll try my best, but if I can't, well there. So yeah, just got to go on to Glenridding Dodd now, so we'll catch up in a minute. So just continuing now on this interesting path, should we say. But all the time you've got a great view of Ullswater. But it's an awkward path, isn't it? It's kind of not easy walking. Heather and rocks and mud, stuff. But that's where we're going to, Glenridding Dodd. So we're not far to go yet. And here you've got Ullswater there. So yeah, not far. So we're nearly at the bottom now, and we're just going to start heading up onto Glenridding Dodd. But we've just talking about the post that we saw up there with the Howard and Marshall, the markers, the estate markers. We've just noticed this one here. You can see just in the stone there, you've got the H for Howard of Greystokes, and then you've got the M just about visible on this side, the Marshalls of Patterdale. So yeah, so if you're doing this walk, look out for them because they are dotted all over the place, and it's quite interesting. Obviously the steel or the iron has lasted longer than what the stone has. The stone's been worn away over time, but yeah, it's quite interesting. That's where we've come from, Heron Pike, and we've got to carry on up here. And hopefully, that's the top, Lucy. It's the last summit of the day. Well, here we are, Glenridding Dodd summit. Yeah, what a cracking little place, isn't it?
It's nice.
Bit of a drop down from Heron Pike and across and up, but it's well worth doing. Great view of Ullswater now. But I think we're going to carry on a little bit further because Alfred says in his book that the best view is a little bit further on. So we'll carry on a little bit further and see if we can get a better view than that. But I've also decided the next time I come out on a walk, I'm going to go with Alan Metalman. Because every time he goes out, it is glorious sunshine. Absolutely glorious sunshine. If you don't know Alan Metalman, follow his YouTube channel. He's great, he's fantastic. He does all the Lakeland walks and stuff like that, and the sun always shines on him, unlike us. But having said that, it's been a great day today.
It's not rained much.
It's not rain, it's just this dull cloud that you can't get many good pictures. But hey, so we'll crack on down here and we'll catch you when we get down there. Hey guys.
Yep.
Okay, so we've dropped down from Glenridding Dodd to the kind of where Wainwright said there's a far better viewing spot, and you know what, it wasn't wrong. Just let me show you around here, because obviously that's the you can see the full bit of Ullswater now coming right round down into Patterdale at the bottom there. Sorry, Glenridding at the bottom. Yeah, so it was dead right. You know, from here, it's a cracking view.
You can see the full wake, right?
Yeah, you can see the full wake right to the bottom there. And apparently Ullswater is the second largest in the Lake District, so another fun fact for you. You'll sleep really well tonight knowing that. Okay. Right, make our way down now.
Yep.
And then what should we do?
What could we do?
Don't know. We could go home and read a book.
Or?
The pub. Okay. Well, we're heading down now, so I'll catch up in a minute. Okay, so we've set off now from Glenridding, well, Glenridding Dodd viewing point, should we call it?
Yes.
And we were treated to an aerial display.
We were.
As no doubt you'll see in a second now. It was fantastic. I wanted to see them jets coming past. So the only thing we've not got on camera is grouse.
Yep.
So we've seen grouse, but we've not got them on camera. So anyway, all we've got to do now is just head down, pick up the path again, and then get back to the car and hopefully get back to the pub. So we'll get down here and check in a minute. We've taken just a bit of a detour. It's kind of a long walk back. So we looked on the map and thought, well, we could probably just nip down this through the woods here. Doesn't look steep, he says. But anyway, we got there, didn't we, Susan?
Yeah.
Yeah, bit easier and wind blows, but it was interesting, wasn't it? Cool.
Had to excitement. Yeah.
Yeah, near the path now, girls. Another Crag Mavericks adventure, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've hit this path now, but it looks like that's down. But whether we just go down or we follow the path down, what do you think?
I'd probably suggest we follow the path.
Okay, let's follow the path then. That's a nice little spot, isn't it? Just sitting. There you go, Ullswater. Okay, let's carry on.
Okay.
Did we make it? So we made it back to the path through the impenetrable wood. What do you think, Susan?
We made it.
I think one little bit of advice is that if you're following this route through our YouTube, it's probably as well not to take that route down.
No,
It's as well to go back and kind of come back, but we were kind of just having a little bit of an adventure, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sue really enjoyed that.
It was really good.
Right, now we're on the path, we can get down, can't we?
Yeah.
Before I start this, girls, keep your eyes on the path. So, I'm sorry to do this to you, but we're going to have to do a walk review yet again on a treacherous path down. I just think it's more interesting. So what do you think of that walk?
I thought it was really good.
Did you?
Really good.
Well, it was kind of quite easy, wasn't it, getting up to Sheffield Pike? It was a nice path up there. It was quite steady away, wasn't it? Unlike this one coming down.
Got good 360 views.
Yeah, Sheffield Pike was better than what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was.
After reading Alfred's review on it. And then Heron Pike was all right, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Glenridding Dodd was nice.
Yeah.
And that little viewpoint at the end, this could be really good. The viewpoint in the end was really good. The path down, I must say, apart from our kind of detour through the woods, which I wouldn't recommend to anybody less than the age of, older than the age of 22. But this is quite a difficult path down too, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. At least the path through the woods was soft green moss.
I don't think there was a path actually through the woods, it was just a route. But yes, you're right, it was really nice and soft. So all in all, what do you think?
Really good.
Yeah, good. Not too far. A nice opener for 2023
Yeah.
to get us in the our fitnesses up. So yeah, all in all, a good walk. So just back to the car now and I'll see you there. Coming down, and all I'm thinking about is steak pie.
Oh, I'm thinking about his cider.
Cider? Okay. Yeah. Pint of Brathy. They don't sell Brathy Gold at Badger, do they? But they sell Barngates, so a pint of Barngates and steak pie.
Half a bit of shandy.
And what?
Fish and chips.
Perfect. I shouldn't be laughing because we do have a designated driver, don't we, Luce? So, no, it's fine. So yeah, can't wait for that. It's okay, we're nearly back at the car now, so before we get back there, I'd just like to thank you for watching. Yeah, if you like what you've seen today, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe and check out our channel. We've got loads of other videos on our channel. If this is the first one you've seen, go and have a look. There's loads of other stuff on there. You might like it, you might not, but we like it.
We do.
And if you do like it, like I say, like and subscribe. It means a lot to us to know that we're doing something that people like. So that's good. So from me and Lucy and Sue and little Jin, we'd like to thank you for watching today. So we're nearly back at the car. No doubt we'll probably check in before we say goodbye, but if we don't, thanks very much for watching. We'll speak to you soon.
Time for the pub.
Time for the pub, you're right. There we go. Wow. Okay, here we are. So what's that, guys? Because I've not started my watch today. I thought I did, but I didn't. So you're gonna have to inform me. Garmin is out of it this week.
It's all Apple Watch.
Because usually I'd be saying now I've done 12 miles. Like that. I know, so
I've done 4.9 miles.
4.9 miles. 4.9. Well, Lucy has done a bit of sprinting about, I suppose. Because she had to keep coming back because we were lagging behind.
That's true.
Cool. So 4.9 miles elevation. Do we know?
Yeah.
2,080 feet. And that's not bad without my binoculars on. So right, okay. So right, now to the pub.
Yep.
Okay, see you at the pub.